Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the FM Dugout. And today it's I'll Take the Low Road, episode 11, The Journey of the Mighty Peebles FC. So, unless you weren't able to work out from the thumbnail, we've actually got some good news, and the board takeover has finally been completed. But wait a minute, it doesn't mean to say we've got 10 million in the bank like Lothian Thistle. In fact, it's pretty much the opposite. There has been zero investment from the new chairman. It's literally just a change of board. But to be honest, the thing that was annoying me most about it all was the transfer embargo. So that was lifted and we have made some signings, which I'll get onto in a minute. However, last time round we beat Vale of Leithen 6-0, and I'm pleased to say we've carried on the same rich vein of form, and we've won all 6 of our first games with a staggering goal difference of 25. Really exceptional start to the season, and given the fact that unlike last year this league should work as intended and there's only going to be 26 games, we're already about a quarter of the way through the season, which is a bit kind of weird. It feels kind of strange so early on to think, well, that's a quarter of your game's gone. But certainly we need to get a good start, and we have done. But East Kilbride are clinging on to us. They've only dropped 2 points, but we play them today, and hopefully we can give them their first loss of the season. Now, East Kilbride, interestingly enough, were actually the team predicted to finish first, with ourselves second, and East Stirlingshire were third. Now, I mistakenly thought East Stirlingshire were the top team just because they came down from the division above, but that's not the case, and certainly, as you can see from the league table, they are struggling, and we played them in the previous game to this one, and it was a really comfortable win, which again I will run well, actually you can see there it was 3-0. It was comfortable. We didn't score 6, but they didn't put up much of a fight, and we could have won by more. So East Kilbride are our main contenders by the looks of things, so today we could open up a 5-point lead, or we could actually go a point behind them. So big game today. So anyway, what else have we got on this screen? So as you can see now, where are we? Wage budget 2.94k, and we're spending 1.65 at the moment. So we are under budget, but if you look at our balance now compared to the last time, I think we've lost about 20k. I think it was up about 40k last episode. So although our attendances are now up about the 100 mark, which is good, we're not making enough money, and the fact we don't have the Scottish Cup this year, we need to look to win the South Challenge Cup and get promoted, and that hopefully should be another 20k, and then maybe in the new season we can get some games against the likes of Rangers and Celtic again. Well, not again because we didn't play Celtic and they turned us down, but yeah, hopefully we can get something. Okay, without any further ado, let's go and take a look at the transfers. I'll start with the ones out first. So Anthony McGuigan, I think, had left the last time. Not too disappointed about that. We freed John Gallagher. He was never really going to get played. I mean, he's brave and he's determined. Great. His tackling's not too bad probably for this level or maybe the division below, but he really wasn't going to get played. And we've signed a new left back who was just going to make sure that he was never going to get in. Phil Story has left. Now, Phil Story was one of our main players last year. If we take a quick look at his stats, he scored 30 in all competitions in 28 starts and 17 sub appearances. So, he was a big part of our success last year. A little sad to let him go because I think he's a brilliant little kind of poacher, but he certainly wouldn't be someone we'd be looking to use next year. And he was unhappy playing sort of second fiddle to Patrick Martin. We've signed another striker, which meant he was going to fall down the pecking order to be sort of third striker, and Natumba was probably a better striker as well, even though he's been playing wide right. So Phil has left. I don't think anyone's interested in him yet, no, which is surprising given how well he did last year. Johnny Blake, we've also freed up. Now, Johnny, last time round, I think we played him in the right winger position just to try and play him and keep him happy. That was all because I wasn't going to be able to sign any replacement players, and I was desperate not to lose the sort of better players that we have by making them unhappy. So now that we're able to sign players, I've decided to let him go. I think he's good again, but in terms of going forward, he wasn't really going to cut it. I mean, his physicals are not any of them are in double figures. And for a right back or a central midfielder, you would be expecting a bit more, and the sort of stamina, natural fitness. Certainly his work rate's good. He's an average player. 31 games for us, 7.02. It's not too bad. So sent him packing, and here we go now with our 6th signing. So first up is Stephen McDougall, who was previously at Clyde and Dumbarton, started his career at Rangers and went to Airdrie. So quite a seasoned kind of professional. But he's still actually only 29 years old. Now, if you look at his positions, he plays in quite a number of them. Now, I've previously had a save game as Clyde, so I kind of came across him before. And he is a pretty useful player. Certainly having that versatility in the final third will help us no ends this season. As you can see from his stats, he's quite good, with his dribbling, technique, balance, flair. So he's quite good in the ball. Now, if you actually look at how he's done for us so far, he's actually scored 4 goals in 4 starts. I think he's been taking penalties for us, actually, which is kind of surprising given he's only got 7. But he has been an excellent signing so far, and he's taken up that right winger role, keeping Sandy Lawless out of the team at the moment. Next up is Josh Jeffries, who actually at the moment is not doing too badly for Rangers in real life for their development team, I think. But here, for us, he was brought in to challenge Mike Jack, and at 17 years old with these kind of stats, you can see some of the ones here. Natural fitness, acceleration, his flair's nice and high, work rate's pretty decent, passing's not bad. I mean, for 17 years old, it's pretty good, and certainly for this level, it's exceptional. And to get him in at £100 per week is fantastic. And he's had a blistering start. 3 appearances, 1 sub-appearance, 2 goals, and 8.13. So certainly Mike Jack's going to have some competition for that position. Saying that though, Mike Jack in his debut this season, not really his debut, his first game this season, he scored a goal 4 minutes in, so he's not given up without a fight. Next up is Danny McClelland. Actually, I should point out Stephen McDougall has only signed on a non-contract, so I will look to get him a contract because I think we could get a good couple of seasons out of him. Danny McClelland is another who's signed as a non-contract. Now, he's 18 years old. Where was he previously? He was at Livingston. You can see, at 17 it would be better, but at 18 he's got the kind of key skills I was looking for a left back in terms of tackling. Marking's pretty decent. Need to work on his crossing a bit, but his natural fitness, acceleration is certainly good. Again, probably stamina, I'd probably want a little bit higher. But he's had a great start as well. So he's had 4 appearances and 7.78, and he's actually kept Kieran Bowl out of the team for the time being, and that's the primary reason why someone like John Gallagher got booted out of the club, because he was never going to get near the team. Mossy would have played left back ahead of him anyway. So next up, Michael Jones. Now, delighted to say he's actually signed on a full contract on £200 a week. Now, he formerly played for Aberdeen, actually played 2 times for their first team last season, both as subs, but he's still broke in. And Michael is the guy who has led to Phil Storey leaving the club. Now, he doesn't look like an amazing striker in terms of his finishing, but dribbling, heading, flair, again, dribbling and flair, he's a great player, I think, to kind of hold the ball up. I've certainly seen that so far. The ball seems to kind of glue to his feet compared to the other players in the team. I think he's a good all-rounder, and at 18 years old and on a contract, hopefully we can keep him here for a couple of years and maybe sell him on for a profit if he improves. If you look at how he's started, he has scored 7 goals in 3 starts and 1 sub-appearance and an average rating of 8.5. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really pleased with the start he's made. He's scored 2 hat-tricks already. So he's our main man up top now. Next up is Conor McManus, who was released from Celtic. And again, I remember this boy's name being mentioned in real life a year or two ago, and there was sort of big things touted for him. He's now actually on loan at Alloa in the Scottish Championship, but I think you can agree for a kid who's 19 years old playing at this kind of level, and again we've got him on an actual contract, 2.9k value. Great skills, really good engine on the boy, natural fitness, work rate, stamina is pretty decent as well. He's got that sort of aggressive streak in him. There's a few areas we probably want to improve on, like composure perhaps. Long shots is double figures as well, which is good. Passing 12, first touch 12 as well. So he has had a great start as well. Pretty much everyone has. It's been a good year for signings. He has scored 2 in 4 starts and an average rating of 8.5. So really delighted with that. But he's had 2 yellow cards, so chances are he'll get suspended from time to time this season. And last but not least, who we signed, when did we sign him? 4 days ago, I thought it was quite recently, is Jack Wright, who was previously with Cowdenbeath and on loan at Cove Rangers in the Highland League. So that is the kind of sister league of the one we're in. If we win the league, we'll play whoever wins the Highland League. So it's the same level that we're at, and he played a decent number of times. Not a fantastic average rating, but the kid's 18 years old. He looks like he's going to be useful for us. His acceleration, pace is very good for a wing back. Work rate decent, teamwork's good, and tackling, we're always looking for that. But a few areas we need to tighten up on with the marking, for instance, and certainly crossing. We're probably not going to get a great deal from him at right back, crossing wise, but he can play left back as well, so that's good to have that option. Now, obviously I haven't played yet since we signed him. Whether he'll get some game time today, I don't know. 53% match fitness, maybe a bit of a risk against the second place team, so probably stick with Harry Stewart. But he's one to keep an eye on. I think he looks like he's got the ability to go quite far, certainly in the sort of Scottish low leagues anyway. But I expect the squad to change quite dramatically once we get into the Scottish League proper. So let's take a quick look at our fixtures before we go into today's game. So obviously last time was Vale of Leven. We then played Whitehill Welfare and got a 6-1 win there. Lots of injuries, lots and lots of injuries. It's worthwhile pointing out Conor McManus got injured 11 minutes in, and he's still got 8.5 out of 4 games. So it gives you an idea of how well he's done in the other games. Jamie Mills with a double. The boy just doesn't seem to stop scoring. 4 goals in 6 games this year. Josh Jeffries getting a goal on his debut. Steve McDougall picking up a double. We absolutely trounced Whitehill Welfare here. I was very pleased with that performance. Then next up, Gallifreydon Rovers, who, they scored 3. I think I played Craig Burns in this game just to try and keep him happy. Now it says he played 7.1, but I thought he had a pretty poor game. 4 shots on target from them, and they scored with 3. Another 3 injuries, so that's happening quite a lot. But again, people don't have their match fitness at the start of the season. But Michael Jones stole the show with a hat-trick. Danny McClelland getting on the score sheet. I think that was from a free kick. So really pleasing for the youngster there. And Gloria Natumba with a penalty. I think you can say with 11 shots, 10 on target, 59%, we deserve to win the game. 6-3 kind of flattered them a bit, but I'm not complaining. Then we played Selkirk and won 4-0. Again, same sort of story, more possession, fewer shots on target this time out of the number of shots, but on the whole, did well. Danny McClelland actually had quite a poor first half, and we took him off and sort of changed things around at the back. I think Michael Mossy played left back there. Patrick Martin got on the score sheet, Jeffries again, and Mills popping up once more. So it was going really well at this point. And then another 4-0 win against Gretna 2008. So the not newly formed, has been around 7 years, but certainly a team that were formed after Gretna FC liquidated and got kicked out of the Scottish Football League. So, 4-0, Michael Jones hat-trick again. There was Mike Jack's goal in the 5th minute. Again, same sort of storyline, more possession, more shots. So I'd say on the whole, it's really quite comfortable at the moment in the league, and I'm just hoping that we can keep it going. The fact it's only 26 games, I've got to be quite hopeful that we can actually keep up this intensity. And then 3-0 against who I thought were our main rivals, East Stirlingshire. So Steve McDougall had 2 penalties in this game and Michael Jones. So, 2-0 up within 4 minutes, and we kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit. But as you can see, again, more possession, more shots. So it was pretty comfortable in the end. Good performance from the defence, no lower than 7.4. Very, very pleased with that. And a rare poor performance from Jamie Mills here. So, off to today's game. As I say, it's against East Kilbride. And let's have a look at our team. I think this team here that I have is my preferred team. And they seem to be pretty fit at the moment. I mean, certainly that's one thing that I've noticed this year, because we're not playing sort of 2 games every week. The fitness levels don't dip down as much, but they're not building up their match fitness as quick. So, there's pros and cons to last year's hectic schedule. But I think I'm pretty happy with the way that it's shaping up. I miss having 7 subs. I mean, not going to get 7 subs. I think all of the Scottish levels until the Premier League have 5 subs. So we've got a long wait before we can get more on the bench. I mean, the fact I've got to leave guys like Quarrell and Jack out kind of disappoints me in a way, because I'd like to see them get some game time. But someone like Michael Mossy on the bench who can play pretty much anywhere across the back line and in midfield, he's such a versatile player. So okay, I don't actually think there's anything to change around here, so without any further ado, we'll get started on the game. So, it's gone really well so far. I'm very, very pleased with it. Got to try and sort of keep things going as best I can. The fact we don't have the Scottish Cup is still kind of annoying. I'll have to get over it. So here we go for today's game. I think this might be closer than some of the other games, just from the fact they haven't lost a game this season. Got an early chance here. Out wide, Harry Stewart. No, cleared back out. Excellent control. Right, are we going to spread the ball out left or right? Back out to the right again. Stewart whips it in. Messi. Oh dear. I'm not saying we have Lionel Messi. I was saying that was Messi. It's not the San Marino Dream Team here. It's Peebles. So, I thought he did well to win the ball back there, but obviously went through the man. So, early indications are the same as usual. Most of the possession, more shots than the other team. But we always got to be wary, because I think defensively we have shown weaknesses in the past. Here we go. Talk of the devil. Well saved, Robbie Brown. Robbie Brown has made some excellent saves so far this season. I don't know if his stats have improved, but he certainly seems to be playing better. No, we didn't get a chance there. Okay, what can we do? Jones from outside the box. Thought he was lining up a shot. McDougall, he was onside. No support. What's he going to do? Lots of shimmies by the looks of it. Wingate will look to go back out right. No. Yeah, not really a great deal of urgency here. That was a bit of a soft penalty, but I'm not complaining, and neither is McDougall. The ball's mine, he says. So yeah, with his 7 penalty taken, I don't know what to think about that now. He hasn't missed one yet, so we'll see what happens here. Go on, Stephen, bury it. Oh, straight into the top left corner. Nice finish. So, good start to the game. If we can get a second goal before half time, I'll be pretty confident of the win. Yeah, that league table looks quite nice now. Big clearance, big long ball. Jones chasing, but he's not going to get there. Is he? Oh, he's got there. Oh, he should have scored. I don't know what the keeper was thinking there. Oh, here we go, just before half time. Crucial moment. And they've equalised. A nice finish there. Right into the bottom right corner. Not pleased with our defending there. I should have stopped that cross coming in. And will we get a chance to peg them back straight away? McManus in the ball. Jeffries, can he squeeze it through? Mills. Jones with the tap in. And he's onside. 8 goals now for him. Great start to the season. Really pleased with the players I signed. To have signed 3 players released from big clubs. I know Rangers are now League One in this game, but they're still a big club, and the youth players are still pretty damn good. Yeah, I think I'm going to say there's room for improvement, because there definitely is. I think Conor McManus is going to be good. It's going to be hard to keep on to some of these boys. If we can get promoted and give them a year or 2 contract at that point, maybe we'll keep them. From the financial point of view, I can't see us making a great deal of money from any of the sales. There's not a lot of money in the Scottish game, and I don't see English clubs buying any of these kind of players. Never know, might be surprised. Jeffries trying to thread it to Jones. Mills very far up there, and we've been caught out by the long ball over the top. Will Robbie Brown save? He does. Fantastic one-handed save from Robbie. So just proving my point there. He really seems to have started the season very, very well. Right. Okay, I think what we'll have to do is swap around Mossy and Wingate. Yeah, we'll go with that. Josh Jeffrey's not having a great game. I'll give him another 10 or 15 minutes and see how things go. It's a bit of a precarious lead 2-1. We've certainly dominated the game, but we just haven't managed to capitalise on all our chances, so we'll keep the pressure up. And yeah, okay, so now it's 74 minutes, and no, actually McDougall's really not playing very well, despite his goal, albeit from the penalty spot. Doesn't really count. Danny McClellan's quite low, but we don't really have anyone to put a left back other than Mossy. Hang on a minute, I think I'll have to rethink this a bit. I think we'll put Mossy at left back, and then McClellan swap with Wingate. Then we'll pull Josh Jeffries back into midfield, Danny McClelland out wide right, and then Glorina Tumbon. I think that'll do. Yeah, I thought this game might be a bit closer. Yeah, again, disappointed. 6 shots on target, and we've only scored 2. Would have liked a bit more. But we keep our 100% win record up, and we open up a 5-point lead now. Yeah, there we go. Good job. I suppose I can't expect to win games by that much, and the other teams will be getting their fitness up as well. Yeah, happy enough with that. I mean, it's the same story as all the other games. 56% possession, a lot more shots on goal. So, yeah, can't complain. Can't complain about it. So, the excellent start continues. And episode 12, let's see who we can play. Maybe just see how things go. I don't want to play anyone low down because, it's probably just going to be a foregone conclusion, beating them. Don't really want to wait till East Kilbride. I mean, that's our season ends there. That just shows you how small this season is. I don't even know when the cup games start. If the cup game gets drawn relatively soon, then I'll probably do that. Failing that, we'll pick one of these games where someone's sort of higher up the league. Maybe Gallifreydine, 6-3 the last time, or maybe away to East Stirlingshire. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very short season. Hopefully it'll be a good season, and we'll get promoted to the Scottish Football League, and that's where the real work will kick in. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like and a comment if you did. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.